What a fantastic scene here at Dublin-Jerome High School. Hi everyone, I'm Neil Sika and welcome to the final edition of our recap of Top Gun 2013. The youth camp wrapping up today. We've got a full slate of action to look at, from the players, the speakers, and all the people who helped make it memorable. Myron Rolle, a U.S. Army All-American in 2006 and a Rhodes Scholar, got the day started by talking to these youngsters. It's the final day of FBU Top Gun 2013, the youth edition, and this guy is one of the great ambassadors the U.S. Army Bowl has ever had. He was a combine player, an All-American, U.S. Army All-American, drafted in the NFL, and on top of all of that, a Rhodes Scholar. Myron Rolle, New Jersey's own Myron Rolle, who got to talk to the campers today. Thanks for doing that, my friend, and great to see you again.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
The message was, get 2% better, among other things. Right. Explain a little bit about that.
Well, you know, one thing that my football coach at Florida State, Mickey Andrews, used to say to us all the time was he wants you to get 2% better in anything that you do in life. If you can improve every single day, then that means you're making strides towards being a better person. And if you're a better person, then perhaps you can help shape how your community is around you. So it's just a tangible, achievable goal that you can get every day, that anyone can get, whether you're from New Jersey or from California or you're black or white or rich or poor. It's something that you can get. So it's a message I really want to push today.
And of course, I'm sure they got that going through the combine, the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. How did that prepare you? You talked about focus and getting ready as a football player, but also in the classroom. Talk about your experiences going back and reminiscing a little.
Definitely. Well, I went to the combine my junior year, and it was a great experience because I was sort of like the man in New Jersey. I was dominating the talent all the time, and then when I got a chance to go to the U.S. Army combine my junior year, I went against some outstanding athletes who really challenged me and made me realize that there are other great players here, and you have to really focus on your technique and your fundamentals to be a good player. And one guy I went against was Percy Harvin. I mentioned him in my speech today, and you know, he's somebody who I saw the next year at the Army All-American game, and then 3 years at UF when I played at FSU. So those sort of competition, those battles, those challenges, that, you know, trying to equip you to be a better player, getting the most out of yourself, is kind of some of the things that you get from the U.S. Army experience. And it was just an amazing thing for me having early in my career.
Well, it's a great example as what you've gone through in terms of your high school days to get where you were into the NFL, but making the decision to leave the NFL and then go back to medical school, which you'll be starting in the fall. Tell me a little bit about that and what went into the process, because you could still be playing.
Sure, yeah. You know, I've had a dream to be a neurosurgeon my whole life, really. When I was in 5th grade, I read a book called Gifted Hands by Ben Carson, and that really inspired me to be a pediatric neurosurgeon. You know, I was a pre-med student at Florida State, and I started my own foundation that deals a lot with health and wellness. So neurosurgery was going to be my purpose later on in life once I got the football out of my system. And I wanted to play football as long as I could because of a sport that I love, sport that I was married to, as I mentioned in my message today. And, you know, I left the game with no concussions, good hands to make surgeries and do dissections and be hopefully a good physician. So it's a great place. I'm in a great place in my life. I feel strong about it. And hopefully the reach and the impact that I make on a global perspective is a little bit bigger than what I did, you know, getting a couple interceptions and knocking people out on the field a little bit.
And that's a great message for these kids, because there are so many talented FBU football players, but the reality is they may not play in college, they may not play in the NFL, they have to do something down the road.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't like to call it a plan B. I like to call it, you know, plan 1A, so to speak. And football is an outstanding sport that can take you a long way and provide for you many different lessons and values that you can use off the field. But there needs to be another option that you need to have so you can make a deeper, more profound impact, leave a legacy that you're not just a football player, you're not just categorized and placed in this one box. That's something that I've always wanted to do, kind of be a man who can do many things and have value to many different people, and thankfully I've been able to do it.
I have to ask you, because you provided the message, get 2% better. How are you 2% better?
Today I'm 2% better by being around these young people who are just excited and enthused about playing football, and I saw in their eyes that they really want it. You know, they're committed to this game. They're out here. It's hot. It's the summertime. They don't have to be here. Their parents are here with them. You know, this could be asking a lot of a young athlete, but they want to get better, and that helped me get 2% better by seeing that there are young people who are willing to take the challenge and move forward. It's also encouraging to see that there are young people out here in our world today that are, you know, really committed to the mission and committed to being not only great players but great men off the field, and that's exciting.
Spoken like a true role model. Thanks for being a great inspiration, Myron. All the best to you going forward.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, and a Rhodes Scholar, Myron Rolle, U.S. Army All-American, future neurosurgeon. We'll continue on with the day here at Top Gun, the final one of the youth camp. here at Dublin Jerome 2013. So what a week it's been in Dublin, Ohio at Jerome High School. We want to thank our gracious hosts, but most importantly, you for watching this inside look at the top high school football and youth athletes in America. FBU Top Gun 2013. There's nothing like it. And we'll be back next year, you can be sure, for another inside look at some of the best and brightest football stars in America. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm Neil Sika. I got a ride to catch. So long, everyone. Tyler?